Stephen Fry is obviously a lot more versatile.
Maybe the letter of the law, but is it the spirit of the law? Well, before we go any further, I think we should address the elephant in the room. I am doing socks and sandals, but let me just state for the record that that won't be the case once it gets a little bit warmer. We are very nearly at Mattamuskeet, well, the lake that is Lake Mattamuskeet. The road is just being swamped by birds. 8 or 9 cattle egrets. Something we were hoping to see. And by Jove, we've seen them.
Yeah. We also got some grackle action, some
Yes.
cowbirds,
Yeah.
some lone collared dove.
There we go. Creeping. Creeping. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. The real problem with things like rails is that once you start looking for them, everything you see looks like a rail, and so you start looking out at the reeds, and every reflection looks like it could be a bird, when in reality very few of them will be. It's a right pain in the butt.
Shovelers are easiest to discern by their sort of shovel-like bill. It's very distinctive, so you can actually often tell what they are from quite a ways off, even though their colours are also pretty
Yeah, the red on the
distinctive.
side is good, and just patterning in general, but yeah.
But that bill gives them away, makes the females very easy to identify as well.
Yeah, female ducks can be a pain. He's a big duck.
Often you can actually see a lot more of these guys if you come a little earlier in the year, but we're right towards the end of when they hang around. They use those beaks to build their homes. They'll dig out great holes in the bank with those shovel-y beaks, sometimes up to 3 or 4 foot deep, and people often fall into them and die.
That way you could stop spewing all the ridiculous lies to the poor public.
Some people think they're more deadly than herons, but it's a close call. But we all know which the worst birds are.
The chickadees.
Chickadees.
Oh, you see that coot down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just down here.
He's doing the old head waggle. Which I assume he's not paddling at all, he's just using that head movement to try and propel him. It's a sad lie.
Head propulsion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coot is a majestic waterfowl. Look at them piddly-paddly around in the water.
Yeah, they don't piddly paddly. They move with purpose. And this piddly paddly nonsense.
What would you say their purpose is?
Cooting about.
Oh, they coot about.
Yeah, it's very serious work.
Phil, what kind of geese would you say those are?
Well, judging by their accents, I'd say they're probably from Canada.
Look at that flock of tundras out there. It's just all swan and barely any water. It's amazing. And when they take off, boy will it be a display. There's also kingfishers out here, some Canada geese, coots of course, majestic birds,
A lot of coots.
and some cormorants, some close-up cormorants.
It's one of these things where there's multiple names for birds in different regions, despite it being the same bird. So the tundra swan and Buick swan are part of the same species, but I had no idea of that.
They make a pretty great noise, it's got to be said.
They really do.
And when a flock like this is gathered, you can get that full effect. Oh, look, they're both doing it now. It's amazing. Oh, swan's in flight.
Ooh, lovely.
Not always the best landers, it must be said.
Watch out, little ducky. He looked like he was genuinely concerned for his life there.
The coots don't care at all.
No, well, they've seen it all before.
Alright.
They're majestic things.
Coots have had a tough life in the school of hard knocks.
This is your best place to kind of look out and over the ducks.
Yeah, it's elevated just enough so that you can see past the reeds and to several layers.
Randy, tell us about that thing you just said.
New metaphors, you say?
We've got to just get some momentum going. No,
Don't break it.
no, it's okay. Don't panic.